Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cameron Norrie versus Francis Tiafoe in this quarterfinal matchup. Looking forward to this one because Cameron Norrie's been in good form this year. We've seen him been to a few finals. We saw that final in Auckland didn't go to plan against Gasquet. Then Alcaraz in Buenos Aires, I believe, didn't go to plan, but he's making the finals, and then he beats, albeit a bit of an injured Alcaraz in that Rio final, getting his maiden 500 title. Obviously, he's won at 1,000 level, but yeah, the 500 title, something to get his season up and running, that's for sure. And we know he has some good history. Indian Wells backing up this year, 2 years after his maiden 1,000 crown. He's in the quarterfinals again, this time against Francis Tiafoe. Here we go. Welcome to Greg in the chat, a member. Hello, hello. We got Cam Lesh in the chat from Facebook. Cameron Norrie serving first in this one. Forehand of Tiafoe to the forehand of Norrie. Backhand to the forehand of Cam Norrie. Forehand Tiafoe into the net. And Cam Norrie gets the opening point. So both men's route to get here. Let's have a look. Okay. It's been an interesting Indian Wells. I don't think there's been many favorites going out early. Obviously, the exception being Tsitsipas, although he was injured pre-tournament. He told us that. We knew that. A lot of the heavy seeds, a lot of the high seeds through to the quarterfinals. Yeah, Tsitsipas, Rude. People that you didn't expect, basically. I mean, Rude's not been having a good year whatsoever. Tsitsipas came into it injured. So 1, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11 seed all alive. Yeah. A pretty upset-free tournament, I'd say. Got Shelly in the chat. Welcome, USA, USA. Supporting the boy Francis Tiafoe. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us here. And that's just not a great return from Tiafoe there. It looked like he was trying to do a Jack Sock forehand return. One of those kind of mid-air kind of snap forehands of the wrist, but did not go to plan. Bottom of the net. And Cam Norrie gets a game to love to start this contest. So let's have a look at both men's draws. So Cameron Norrie got a bye in the first round, then played Wu from Taiwan in the first round. In his first round anyway, second round. That was straight sets. Taro Daniel, who's been in good form, who beat Berrettini in the second round. He beat another top 10, top 15 player the other week as well. He had to play 3 sets against Taro Daniel. But then straight sets against Rublev. It could have been 6-2, 6-2, that one. Rublev did get one of the breaks back in the second set, but 6-2, 6-4 is very straightforward. And almost as straightforward as the US Open was for Rublev in the matchup last year. That was 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. Simple. And Norrie just made it look so effortless to get through to the quarterfinals in that matchup. Tiafoe, let's have a look at his draw. Kovacevic, player who's been having some good results in America. Pretty dismissed. That was by Giron, my bad. But Giron himself was dismissed 6-2, 6-2. It's been a pretty simple draw for Tiafoe, if I'm being completely honest. Has not beaten anyone of note. But here he is in the quarterfinal, nonetheless. You beat who's in front of you. And he's not dropped a set so far. Let's see, the umpire's coming down here. Not sure what he's doing. I think they're discussing the rain. He's looking on the court, but he says it's just one cloud. So I think they're going to play on. We got Greg, hashtag back the Brits. Yeah, we had a good match the other day of Draper versus Andy Murray, which I didn't stay up for, but Draper got the win before unfortunately having to retire against Alcaraz in his next match. Jane, hello. Let's see, the supervisor's talking to the umpire here. I think TIAFOE's so Norrie's got his coat on. There's gonna be a break here, I think. Which is not what anyone wants, is it? We got Ghost, hello. Is this a tennis stream crossover? Yeah, I'm gonna be helping out in the QualityShot channel for a few streams, definitely. But I am focusing on my studying right now. I'm glad to be here, glad to be helping out. And there's a little bit of a rain cloud just looming over Indian Wells. It's called the desert, but not not looking so dry right now. Umpire discussing the droplets that are coming down. Oh gosh. Sultry eyes. So the umbrella's out for Cameron Norrie. He's sitting in his chair. This is just not what you want, is it? The umpire said the court is slippery, so we'll resume as soon as possible when the rain is stopped. So yeah, pretty not great start to the day session of Indian Wells, 8 p.m. Already raining. You got people out with their beers in looks like they're in dressing gowns or something. And the crowd, they don't look too happy, but I think they're all right. They're biding their time, waiting for the rain to stop. There's people putting their hoodies over their heads to stop the rain. There's a guy in full stars and stripes hat, jumper attire. He's protected from the rain. He's fine. More people seeing themselves on camera. Yeah, the rain is just kind of dribbled over right now in Indian Wells in California. That's funny. People seeing themselves on camera. There's a guy in, I think that's a 19. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think that's a 1990 England World Cup kit. I think I've seen Gary Lineker in that one. We got Ghost saying David was a Scottish person happy or sad about Jack Draper beating Andy? I was not happy, that's for sure. I mean, as much as I like Draper, he's not Andy Murray. Andy Murray is like my flesh and blood, you know? Not literally, but you know. Yeah, especially like I know it's not really Draper's fault, but um him retiring at Alcaraz, it's like, was it worth him beating Andy? Was the sacrifice worth it? I'm not sure it was, but yeah. No, the DJ is playing. Uh, have you ever seen the rain? Of course he is. Of course he is. He would play that, wouldn't he? He knows what he's doing. Umpire's having a laugh at the supervisor. Just trying to wait for this rain to clear up. So, while this little break is happening, let's have a look. See if TIAFOE has made it this far in Indian Wells before. No, this is his best ever performance, the quarterfinals here. And it's his tied best performance at a Masters, tied with Miami 2019, Paris last year. So it's a really good run to start the year. A good Masters run for Francis. Made the third round in the Australian Open. Who did he lose to in the third round? Let's have a look. He lost to Hachinov, who made an it's crazy. Hachinov back-to-back semi-finals. You know, who would have thought? Who would have thought? And it's not an awful loss in hindsight, but obviously you think if you're in TIAFOE's perspective, you're like, well, that could have been me. That could have been me in the semi-finals. I could have beaten Nishioka, Korda. You know, these are not like unbeatable opponents to get to a semi-final. But Gary in the chat, welcome. David, I clicked you to find out what was up with the rain, but here you are. It's a surprise, but good to see you. Good to see you too. Recently learned I'm related to the Headless Horseman. Is he a real guy? The Headless Horseman. It's like a myth. Maybe he's back in the day. He's a mythical figure. Okay. Since the Middle Ages. Obviously, you've got like nearly headless Nick in Harry Potter. Nearly headless? How can you be nearly headless? How many more years do you think we have of Andy? Still quite competitive. I think it's up to him. It's up to him and his body. Supervisor trying to have a laugh with TIAFOE. He's not really up for jokes right now. He's saying. So the supervisor said, "You guys have to be comfortable." TIAFOE said, "Yeah, I'm not playing in rain." And then he sat on his chair. He's a pretty jovial character normally, but seems to be all business right now. So how many more years of Andy? I think, how old is he? He's like 35, right? 35, 36 this year, maybe? Yeah, 36 this year. In May. Ooh. I could see like another couple years. I could see another couple years. Maybe a Wimbledon send-off 2025 maybe. Something like that. Who knows? But then we also did see. I don't think he would go out of the Laver Cup because that was so symbolic because Federer made the tournament pretty much, right? He made the Laver Cup. And Connor's playing to his 40s. He was pretty old, that's for sure. Have a look. Obviously, like early 90s, US Open was his like was a big thing, right? Um, you know the that one point. You know the point I'm talking about. So he retired in 1996. He was 44. What is that about? That is ridiculous. So he reached the semifinals 1991 of the US Open at 39. That's the one everyone remembers. Everyone's watched the points he's played, the comeback he made there. Yeah, I don't think he'd play into his 40s. I don't think so. Norrie killed the soul of tennis. That's a bit much, isn't it? It's a bit much. The soul of tennis destroyed due to Cameron Norrie's backhand. um, I think he has kids, and I think he played till like 2025. I think that's a realistic kind of. But at this point, I'm happy with anything Andy Murray does right now. You know, making the finals he did last year. I think did he get in a final this year as well? Sure, did he? Yeah, the final against Medvedev. Yeah, in which he lost. But yeah, I mean, things he's doing right now at 35 with a metal hip, he shouldn't be doing anyway. You know, as much as I'm a Maxime Cressy um, disliker, I don't really like. Well, he beats a lot. He has a tendency to be an awkward player for the players I like to watch anyway. I think he is important for the tour. Someone of those kind of abilities at the net, serving, serves two first serves. You know, he's a variable. He's someone that you just don't know what's going to happen. He can lose first round easily, and he has lost first round. But he can beat Felix at Wimbledon. You know, 1974 Wimbledon was a sad story. Connors had one of the biggest monster years in tennis history and played a 40-plus rose wall in the Wimbledon final. It was not a pretty picture. It was not a pretty picture for Rosewall, or did he? Yeah, I'm assuming. Maybe look at the 6-1, 6-1, 6-4. That's like a Nadal French Open scoreline. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, but fair play to Rosewall for making it there, you know? That's what you can say really. The Jay-Z playing. I think it's Empire State of Mind. No, it's not. Yeah, Navratilova was a beast. Was it the mixed double 2006 US Open that she won? Like, who does that? Who does that? Only Navratilova could do that. Jimmy Connors is he's a character for sure. 44 when he retired. That is nuts. Okay, so I think we're resetting here. 14 and a half minutes since the last point. Is he going to serve? Or we're not doing any practice, okay? Back into it. Misses the first serve at 50-0. So to to remind you guys, it is Love 1. TIAFOE serving at 50-0, second serve. Backhand of Norrie. Forehand of TIAFOE to the forehand of Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. Backhand Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. He's missed it wide. He's maybe a bit just skittish early in this match. Just not quite finding his shots yet. Oh, the umpire's down again. Is it still raining? Is it still a bit slippery? He's wiping something. Oh no. We're back to the chairs, and Tiafoe's not happy, but that's the umpire's call, and looks like they resumed play a bit too early. That is not fun. I don't think he was underrated by the, if I'm not mistaken, the Tennis Abstract people. If you guys know, Tennis Abstract are great for any tennis fan. They have all the stats, everything. They did a list, like a categorical, factual list of like the top 128 players. I think Ken Rosewall was up there. So Rod Laver was number 1. Ken Rosewall 15. I thought he was higher than that, to be honest. It's interesting. They have Nadal as number 8, top 128 players. I mean, I don't what's he done wrong to be number 8 of. I know it's men and women, but number 8 is so low for someone of 22 Grand Slams and the records Nadal has. But it is based on some kind of stats. Is that, are you asking if I agree with the whole weak era argument against Federer? Because I mean, not really. Although I think that the era of like 2008 to 2000 like 13, 14 is stronger than 2003 to 2007 maybe. I I don't think it's a weak era at all. Safin, Roddick, Hewitt, like Nadal still is there. I don't know. I wouldn't be quick to call that a weak era in any circumstance. Looks like we're ready to reset again. Tiafoe doesn't look happy to reset just yet. He's wearing, his shirt's interesting. It looks like raspberry ripple ice cream. Looks tasty. Here we go. 15:30. We reset again. Oh my gosh. So 3.5 minutes since the last time we played a point, which was 15 minutes before. Just play a point every 7 minutes. Sounds fun. Gets the first serve in, unreturned from Tiafoe. Just goes long from Norrie, and it's 30-0. Here we go. Serve to the forehand of Norrie. He can't get it back. Can't get a strong racket on it. 40-30. Couple good serves there from Tiafoe. Deep in the box. Norrie isn't finding the answers. Can he get the hold here? First serve into the net. I think what Tiafoe needs is to hold here, to be honest. Didn't look mentally like he was having fun with the rain delays. Great backhand down the line. And he wins 3 points in a row after the reset to get a game on the board. His first game of this quarterfinal. His biggest match tied in his Masters career. And it is 1-0. Tennis Abstract people ranked everyone based on the ranking of the player they beat, regardless of tournament. It's an interesting. I mean, I don't think the guy who made the list meant it to be like the be all and end all of tennis rankings, but I think the stat leaderboard is definitely more revealing than the top 128. As much as I really respect the whole project, definitely something you can read into more. Something kind of just recent. Well, these people are winning more in the first serve, etc., etc. Forehand to backhand. Forehand TIAFOE. Forehand of NORRIE. He's not getting much depth on his ground strokes right now. That's better forehand there. Backhand now. Forehand of TIAFOE into the net. Good scrambling from NORRIE. Didn't look comfortable throughout that rally, but he won it. We got Jean in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Yeah, head-to-heads can go out the window sometimes, but definitely a relevant stat. I think these guys have a 1-0 head-to-head to NORRIE, if I'm not mistaken. Backhand, the backhand of NORRIE. Forehand of TIAFOE. Forehand of NORRIE. Oh, good off forehand. Puts it behind TIAFOE, 15-30 on the back step there. And moving TIAFOE around, gets that forehand in behind. Good serve, good forehand. Serve +1, forehand into the open court. And that's what's been key for NORRIE recently. Last year and a half. That serve has become so much better than it did before. Flattening out the forehand as well has become a key to his success. 2021 was the year in which he just started making finals, catapulting himself into conversations, being close to the ATP finals. I don't know if he played as an alternate that year. Of course, that was a big week or two in Indian Wells that year. Got good memories. Obviously, that wasn't in October. It was a bit strange. Good serve from NORRIE. That slider out wide. An ace, and it leads him to a 2-1 lead in the first set. I'm doing good. 26 minutes in, although it's been a lot longer than that with the rain delays, etc., etc. The umbrellas are out. I'm hoping it's for shade and it's not for rain. Big foe on the bag there. Let's have a look at NORRIE's year so far. If I'm not mistaken, he's made it to 3 finals, winning 1, losing that one in Auckland to Gasquet. I think he's lost 2 Auckland finals now. Obviously, being a Kiwi himself, pretty much living in New Zealand for large periods of his life, it would hurt losing in his hometown, but it definitely softened the blow winning that 500 title in Rio. He won the clay tournament, I think, last year in Lyon. That was his first clay title win. Just adding to that, adding some more solidity to his clay resume. 3rd round being his best result at the French Open. He'd love to build on that this year. Yeah, beating Nadal in the United Cup and Taylor Fritz there as well. We kind of had a feeling it was going to be a good start to the year. Didn't go great at the Australian Open. 5-set loss to Lehechka, but Lehechka has had an incredible start to the year himself. Really testing the top players. Backhand slice from NORRIE. Just not quite getting the purchase on it. Into the net. So he beat world number 2 Nadal at the time. I think Alcaraz was world number 2 when he beat him in the Rio final. So some big wins there for Cam. Some big wins. Drop shot from TIAFOE. Norrie's going to get there with a little slice of his own. The lob. Oh, he's going to get there, Norrie. A lob of his own. TIAFOE surely going to put this away. Oh, it was close. It was close. Little wry smile there from TIAFOE. That overhead splitted the sideline. Couple good gets from Norrie. He kind of misread that. He thought he was going to go for the smash. He should have run back before, but he got there anyway. Easy put away for TIAFOE. Made it look a bit more difficult than it was, but pretty simple. Norrie in 3, says Jean. It's a double fault from TIAFOE, so 30-15. We've got Jamie Whitney in the chat. Hello. Cam Norrie Fitness is at a pro high level. Cam in 2. Yeah, Cam Norrie. You'll hear it on commentary every single time a match of his comes up. You'll hear it. Oh, he's got superhuman sized lungs. He's got the lungs of a deep sea diver, etc., etc. But it's what you do with these kind of things, these genetic advantages, what you do with them. And Cam Norrie is he has really put the hours in. You can tell in rallies and everything. He's just so lively. Even in a third set, 3 hours in, he is still up there, just everywhere in the court. Backhand TIAFOE. Forehand on the run from Norrie. Forehand TIAFOE. He's overdone that there. Did that wide and long. 40-30. Norrie in 3 is a shout. I'm confident in Norrie right now. I do think he's going to get through in 2, but TIAFOE does not go away. We know that. Especially in front of an American crowd. First serve out there. Bit frustrated. He hits the ball on the ground to the ball boy. Second serve here at 40-30. Forehand of Norrie to the forehand of TIAFOE. Backhand slice of Norrie to the backhand slice TIAFOE. He's put it wide. He's just a bit loose with his ground strokes right now. And he's let a 40-15 lead slip. Gone to deuce. He's just not finding much easy right now. Here we go. Deuce here. Block return from Norrie is deep. Backhand now. The forehand of TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. He's put it wide. That's when he needed the depth. He needed just the security of getting every ground stroke in. Let TIAFOE off a bit easy there. Again at game point. So Norrie, of course, is a college alumni. Went to Texas Christian University, graduated, and he is another college tennis success story. We've had Isner, we've had Norrie, we've had a few. Ben Shelton comes to mind recently. College is really becoming a legitimate route to the top of the game. It's not just playing junior Grand Slams, then ITFs and stuff. See people like Norrie, he's made it top 8 in the whole of the sport via college and then playing on tour. So, I mean, anything's possible via the college route nowadays, and he's definitely going to be inspiration for the people coming up right now. TIAFOE averaging 11 more miles per hour on his serve, 123 to 112. Forehand to the backhand of TIAFOE. Backhand Norrie is into the net, and TIAFOE finally holds serve. Got pegged back to deuce. Had to struggle his way through a little bit, but he gets to 2-all. Gets to 2-all. We got Wayne Ferreira in Francis Tiafoe's box. Facu Gomez in Cameron Norrie's box. Old college teammate, I believe. They've been working together for many years. This is the first serve there, though. Here we go. See if we can get a long rally here. Backhand to the forehand of Tiafoe. Backhand Norrie. It's good. Great backhand. That's the depth. And how low he gets the backhand of how flat it is. If he gets it good, then it's really difficult for his opponents to hit any sort of damage off those kind of balls. What are you supposed to do? You can only hit it up of how low those are. And Cam Norrie knows exactly what he's doing. He's a smart player around the court. He has clarity of mind. Oh, wow, what a forehand there. Tiafoe's return, not deep enough. Not deep enough. Puts that forehand into the corner with power. Flattening it out as well. That's what he's been doing. He's been doing more damage as of recently. Not just a guy that's getting the ball into the court. Forehand Tiafoe. Forehand of Norrie on the run. Backhand slice. Drop shot. It's a bad drop shot. Oh my gosh. Tiafoe might win the point here. And he has. That's bad from Norrie. But Tiafoe had to get the ball back. The drop shot was pretty horrific from Francis Tiafoe. Norrie had so much time on the ball. And he put it right back to Francis. Right back to Francis. Yeah, that semi-final Wimbledon, I think, really was a confidence booster. Although it wasn't the... Oh, nice backhand from Norrie and the +1 ball again into the open court. A confidence booster that he's not just going to be a third round, fourth round guy at slams. I think he was kind of just... Oh, bad return from Tiafoe. I know it was a body serve, but pretty horrific into the middle of the net there. He was treading water a little bit, not quite moving forward. And I do think he's definitely getting better. He's definitely taking some leaps now in his game. And you can see it in the results. 3 finals already this year. And who knows? Maybe he'll get to a 4th this Indian Wells. Who knows? He's in the quarterfinal. And he plays Tiafoe here. Potentially Medvedev or Davidovich Fokina in the semis. I mean, we've seen crazier things, haven't we? He's won Indian Wells 2021. He's playing good tennis. And we'll see. We'll see. As Madness is playing at the changeover. We do love Madness. House in the middle of our street. Got Aiden Chatlow. When he gets the first set, well, there's been no breaks of serve yet, but it is first of 6 games. He's 3 games away. Could be a pivotal game here if he's gonna make a little charge for the first set. 21 minutes into the match, but we do know it's been longer than that with the rain delays. Here we go. Francis Tiafoe, the 14th seed, serves at 2-3 down. Backhand, forehand to Tiafoe. Oh, what an angle he's found there with the forehand. That is really, really impressive. What an angle he's found. Let's see that again. Serve out wide. Backhand was in the service box or near from Norrie. And Tiafoe just sent it right back at him. 15 love. Good point. Another short return from Norrie, but he's in the point. Forehand from TIAFOE to the forehand of Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie. Forehand TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. It's going to take a lot to win this point here. TIAFOE is over the ball, over the net. Norrie, oh, he gets a racket to it, but can't get it over the net. And TIAFOE took charge on the point. And Norrie was running for his life. Couldn't quite get it back. Good serve there. Another ace from TIAFOE. Needs those 3 points against Norrie if he's going to win. Obviously, Cameron Norrie is a rally machine. Another 3 point as Norrie doesn't get the feel on the ball on that return. Puts it long. Game to love for TIAFOE. And that's a message sent. A simple hold for Francis TIAFOE as he goes to 3-0 in the first set. He would love to get to a maiden Masters semi-final. Norrie seems indomitable. Not heard that word before. Let me get the definition up. Here we go. Impossible to subdue or defeat. It's a good word. I'm gonna have to use that more often. He's been indomitable for quite some time now, since Wimbledon 2022. People keep discounting him. Just keeps coming. It's not a good forehand there from Norrie, though. Off the frame. And it is love 15. Yeah, Cameron Norrie is he's definitely upped his game. I think something Gil Gross mentioned start of the year or near it was that he didn't have an off season last year. That's why it was so not good. Cameron Norrie's perspective, he had COVID and he just couldn't really recover, couldn't reset over the month of rest. And yeah, I think that's been the key difference in this one as well. In this year, he's had a month of training. He's had a month of really honing his game in. But that wasn't good from Norrie. Another pretty loose point. Love 30 down in this game. TIAFOE threatening the break, perhaps. And come on from Cam Norrie. He needed that point. TIAFOE hits the forehand long. Needed that point, did Cameron Norrie. Misses the ball toss. 15-30. First serve into the net. Bit nervy here. A little bit nervy. Backhand. TIAFOE charges the net. Charges the net and gets his reward. Backhand volley into the corner. Norrie can't get there and he's going to have to save some break points if he's to hold serve here. Wow, wow, wow. And TIAFOE has really upped the aggression in this game. 2 break points. There's an ace. Second ace of the match for Norrie at important time. Goes 30-40. Needs another good one, though. Needs another good one. American crowd wanting TIAFOE to get the break of serve here. That first serve is really not good. Short in the middle of the net. How's the second, though, Cam? How's the second? The forehand of Norrie. Forehand of TIAFOE. Forehand, ooh, off the frame. He's going to have to defend here, Norrie. It's in, though. Forehand TIAFOE. Forehand Norrie. Forehand TIAFOE has so many open court here. Forehand, too good from TIAFOE. It's a winner. And that is the break of serve. Norrie playing with fire there with some short balls. Having to defend. TIAFOE takes advantage. That forehand going through the slow court of Indian Wells for a winner. And it is the break of serve 4-3 Francis Tiafoe. Got Shrambini in the chat. Welcome, welcome. We got Peaches. David. Us, that's you. It's good to see you here. Thank you. Yeah, and that was a key break there. After Francis Tiafoe got the game to love in his last service game. It was kind of a message sent across. I think it did make Norrie a bit nervous that those first couple points, he just didn't seem up for it, really, in terms of staying in the rallies, a bit loose, a bit nervous, and did cost him in the end. So is the break of serve? Francis Tiafoe has not dropped a set thus far in Indian Wells. He's played Giron, Kubler, Tabio on his way to the quarterfinals. 2-2 Giron, 3-2 Kubler, 4-4 against Tabio, and virtual insanity and all this seems to. I love a bit of Jamiroquai, but yeah, he does not want to drop a set in this tournament. It seems a break up here, just 2 games away from sealing the first set. The American. Just a let there. Could have been an ace. Could have been an ace. Little block return from Norrie. Forehand of Tiafoe. Little slice is just a bit too floaty from Cameron Norrie. Just letting it sit up for the volley from Tiafoe, who is very resourceful there. Coming to the net. He sees the short ball and puts it away with no mercy. No mercy. Net points won 6 out of 6. That's a good stat for Tiafoe there. 0-2 for Cameron Norrie. So it's good to see who's been in charge of the net thus far. Forehand of Norrie. Bad return. Bad return on the second serve there. Into the middle of the net. 30 love Tiafoe. There's a matter of points between him and a 5-3 lead in the first set. He's made a couple Masters quarterfinals before, but I'm sure not many of them he's had a 1-set lead. Love to get that here. Block return from Norrie. Forehand Tiafoe to the forehand of Norrie. Forehand of Tiafoe's just in. Ah, it's great. Great placement from Tiafoe. That forehand was on the line in the corner. Perfectly placed. Norrie can't get it back in. Last 13 points, 11 out of 13 for Tiafoe. That's pretty telling. What a serve that is. Norrie, can he get there? And didn't even need to play it. But a winner for Tiafoe. He goes to a 5-3 lead. And it's not looking good for Norrie right now. Needs to fix something. He's just gone off the boil a little bit last couple games. No, he's not done anything so far. He's been pretty serious, if I'm being honest. More serious than I expected. Better serve there from Norrie. Needs to hold serve and just put some pressure on Tiafoe. Keep some balls in as well. He's been missing a few over the last couple games. That one's into the middle of the net. 15 love second serve. Forehands into the net from Tiafoe on return. So 30 love. Tiafoe not quite paying full respect to that return, to that serve, sorry. Didn't give it the timing at all. Wow. That's ridiculous, that serve. The T serve just, I mean, what are you supposed to do if that kind of arc on the serve? It's like curling away from you completely. That's brutal. That T serve is brutal. Zach, another ace as well. Good serving in that game from Norrie. And we'll see if he has enough in the tank mentally to charge and make it hard for TIAFOE to hold serve. But TIAFOE is nonetheless a game away, one hold of serve away from a one-set lead in this first Indian Wells quarterfinal of the day. So let's have a look. Obviously, Norrie's been here before, quarterfinal, in which, if my memory serves me, who did he beat? He beat. Was it Schwartzman in the quarters? Might have been. He pretty much decimated him. But let's have a look. So TIAFOE did win that 2019 Miami first set against Chapo before losing the next two. So he has been a set-up in a Masters quarterfinal before losing. Let's see, 2022. Where was Francis then? Yeah, got pretty much nothing against OJ Aliassim, who of course was in crazy form at the time. For Felix fell in the semis to Rune. So he has been a set up in a Masters quarterfinal. It's not completely unsurmountable for Norrie. Here we go. Francis Tiafoe just one game away from a one-set lead. Norrie is bouncing up and down in return. That first serve into the net from Francis Tiafoe. Forehand of Norrie's. Good return there. Great return. Oh my gosh, that is so unfair. First net cord of the match goes the way of Francis Tiafoe. Norrie hits a ridiculous return. Tiafoe's shot hits the net. Just dribbles over. That is cruel. That is cruel. Tim Cruel. 15 love. Good serve from Tiafoe. The volley. I think first point he's missed at the net. Francis Tiafoe. That volley goes long. Seemed in charge. But he did give Norrie a full swing of the ball. Tiafoe just didn't control that. 50-0. Here we go. What can Cameron do in this game? Second serve here at 50-0. Needs to get this return in. Needs to get it deep. Put the pressure on. Backhand to forehand of Tiafoe. Forehand Norrie. Forehand Tiafoe. Backhand Norrie's good backhand. Forehand of Norrie. Keeps it in. Backhand. Forehand of Tiafoe. Backhand of Norrie. Forehand of Tiafoe is just not quite getting full connection on the ball, but there's a good connection. Oh, it's in from Norrie. Can he get a winner here? No! What are you doing? That was such a good point. That was such a good point. All Norrie needed was the winner down the line. It was a bit of a heavy-handed one from Tiafoe, and Norrie just got a bit hasty there. Ah, that's just so un-Norrie-like. That kind of point, you normally see him win it. 18-shot rally. All over the court. Didn't put away that final ball. Backhand. Good return. Backhand from Norrie. Forehand of Tiafoe. Forehand of Norrie. Way behind the baseline. And that's long. So it is 2 set points. We got KC in the chat. Hello, hello. That is 2 set points for Francis Tiafoe. Gonna take something huge from Norrie right now to win this set. Francis Tiafoe on the precipice. Backhand, good backhand. Good volley from Tiafoe. Really good volley. Under pressure. And he takes the first set. 6-4, the 14th seed. The Raspberry Ripple. Francis Tiafoe, through rain delays and long rallies, he gets through. He finds a way. An error-ridden game from Cameron Norrie at 3-0. Then Tiafoe gets the hold of serve to go 5-3 up. Norrie's service hold wasn't good enough at 3-5 for Tiafoe. He's now clinched it. Look at the stats there. 9 winners to 8 unforced errors for Norrie. 11 winners to 10 unforced errors for Tiafoe. But I think... Oh, the serve numbers aren't really clear either. I think he's been incrementally better on the second serve, Francis Tiafoe, getting more first serves in as well. I think those are the key numbers, but very, very close set in terms of the numbers for sure. So Francis Tiafoe takes it. He takes the first set. He goes a set up in the first quarterfinal of Indian Wells. And not sure how. This is my first stream on so that's the first set over, and I will take a little break. Hello, everyone. I'm back for the second set. Forehand of Tiafoe to the forehand of Norrie. Backhand Tiafoe to the forehand of Norrie. Backhand Tiafoe into the net. That is 15-love Cameron Norrie serving first at the start of this second set. Let's have some predictions. Who's going to win the second set? Who is going to maybe take us to the decider? Maybe go through to the semifinals? $50. And that's not good again from Cameron Norrie. Another backhand goes awry. 15-30, the backhand goes long. First serve into the net from Norrie. 15-30. Under pressure early in the second set. Serve to the backhand of TIAFOE. Forehand Norrie. Forehand TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. Down the middle of the forehand of TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. Forehand TIAFOE. Backhand Norrie. Forehand TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. To the forehand of TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie. Forehand of TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie into the net. Another error. Making a few more errors than he should do right now, Norrie. With his game. 15-40. 2 break chances early for Francis TIAFOE. Serves into the net and the first serve, Norrie. Second serve at break point down. 15-40. KC wants Big Foe to win the second set. Shelley the same. Backhand's really good from TIAFOE. Penetrating the court. And he's out Norrieing Norrie right now. Every single rally. Francis TIAFOE takes charge early in the second set. 6 minutes in. Already has the early break. Leads 1-love. Not very good from Cameron Norrie's perspective, that's for sure. And he's going to take some doing now. A set and a breakdown. If he's going to make another semi-final in Indian Wells after that 2021 effort. How did he do last year is my question. Let's have a look. Cameron Norrie. Where is he? Quarterfinals. He made the quarterfinals last year before losing to Alcaraz. Yeah, I remember that match. That was pretty straightforward, pretty ruthless from the Spaniards that day. Does not want to make it back-to-back quarterfinal exits in Indian Wells after the title. Good return from Norrie, deep, putting TIAFOE under pressure by coming forward to the net. Is love 15. Forehand of Norrie to the backhand TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie. It's good. It's better, this. Backhand of Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. He's trying to get TIAFOE on the run. Is that in? Must have been. Back edge of the baseline must have been from Norrie. He finds the depth at the important time. Love 30. Again, Noz come on, says Facundo Gomez, of course, Norrie's longtime coach. Cam Norrie for the comeback, says Fazan. I hope so. Hope so. Love 30. Backhand to the forehand. Ooh. Good shot from TIAFOE, but Norrie somehow dealt with it. He got it back somehow. That was a laser at the body of Norrie. But TIAFOE makes the error. Love 40. It is 3 breakback points for the Brit. Backhand to the drop shot of TIAFOE. Norrie's going to get there. The lob from TIAFOE is in. Backhand. Oh, what a volley. What a pickup from TIAFOE. Saves the first of 3 break points. $15.40. Very good. Very, very good. Norrie's annoyed at himself. But what can he do really there? TIAFOE is just, it's way too good from him. That first serve is wide. 15-40. Peach is saying Big Fo is playing well. Nice, nice. This is how he should play his match. He does do well when he's focused. That Nadal match especially. Oh, Norrie just got under it a bit there. That forehand. Putting it long. It is 30-40. So breakpoint number 3. 2 been saved. Backhands in. Ooh. And TIAFOE way up in the court. Had a forehand on the mid-court. He misses it into the tram lines. The immediate break back for Cam Norrie. He gets back in it at 1-0. So not all hope is lost for the half Scot, half Welshman. Here we go. Good serve. Now the forehand of Norrie. Forehand of TIAFOE. Not quite getting the connection with it there. 15 love. Maybe Norrie needed that a little bit. Just going down a break just to reset. I'm not sure. Hope it's the case, but that's better. It's better on serve here. Better on serve. More of what we saw early in the first set. Strong serves, in control. Getting the first serve in a lot, especially. That's the first serve missed. Double faults from Cameron Norrie. 3 points is not what you want to give away to someone like TIAFOE with the momentum right now. Here we go. 30-15. Backhand. Oh, good pass from TIAFOE. Norrie maybe gave him a little bit too much time, but that pass is way too good. Forehands, backhand. I mean, very, very impressive pass there from TIAFOE. Way off court in the tram lines. Finds the sideline. 81 miles per hour, that backhand. At 30 all here, Norrie needs to hold serve. And luckily for him, the drop shot hasn't found its way over the net. 40-30. Here we go. Can he get consolidation, get himself the 2-1 up? Oh, just wide. I would love that to be just an inch in instead of an inch out there. Forehand Cam, it's good. Now the backhand of TIAFOE. Clips the net. Surely going to put it away. Oh, what a miss that is from Cameron Norrie. What on earth? Oh my gosh. That's on top of the net. On top of the net. He's put that forehand long. That is not acceptable in this climate. I mean, TIAFOE probably can't believe his luck. On top of the net, that was. Game point on top of the net. He's lucky, Norrie, that TIAFOE didn't get a return in there. If Norrie can reset, get the hold of serve, it won't be too bad, but it's not want that to be a damaging shot. That first serve again, just not finding its target. Advantage for Cameron Norrie. Backhand. Forehand of Norrie. Forehand of TIAFOE to the backhand of Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. Oh, it's long. Norrie finally gets the hold. Made it harder than it needed to be with some errors, some interesting things in that game. Some good shots from TIAFOE. Let's not get it twisted, but Norrie gets 2 games in a row. He gets 2 games in a row. After getting broken immediately, he goes 2-1 up. Has the run of matches caught up with Noz. He did miss out Acapulco, to be fair. So I don't think he'll be too worn out. At least I don't think he should be. He's only played 1 3-setter against Taro Daniel. Straight sets against Wu and Rublev. I mean, he should be okay to go 3 sets here. Going by everything. Got Sam in the chat as well. Hello, hello. And don't it feel good? Alright now. Katrina and the Waves playing in Indian Wells. Everyone's loving it. Everyone's having a good time. Yeah, it's a very good chance for TIAFOE. I should have a quick look to see what he's done this year. Obviously, not quite to the standard of his US Open semi-final, but that was a crazy run. That was a very crazy run. So, Taylor Fritz, Acapulco, not a bad loss. Dallas losing to JJ Wolf isn't great. And in his second match, Melbourne, losing the third round to Hachinov. It's not been awful. I don't think it's been an awful start to the year, to be honest. Maybe, yeah, hasn't been great is probably a good description. Oh, drop shot from TIAFOE. That's too good. From Norrie. Just not quite penetrative enough, that drop shot from TIAFOE. And Norrie read it all day. He read the cross-court drop shot all day. Puts that forehand away cross-court for 15-0 in this game. Returns in, but too good on the surplus 1 ball from Francis TIAFOE. Goes 30-15 up. Good stuff. 93 miles per hour, that forehand. He's got easy power off both wings, Francis TIAFOE. Never looks like he's struggling whatsoever. There's an ace out wide. Getting more free points than he was, for sure. Norrie. Norrie. This is that first serve, TIAFOE. So Norrie has been to 3 finals this year. Winning 1. His last one against Alcaraz in that Rio final. But the backhand goes longest 2-0. Did lose, I think, in Buenos Aires. I'm not sure. The previous week to Alcaraz, and then before in Auckland to Gasquet. So although he's made it to 3 finals, results haven't always been there. I don't think losing to Alcaraz in a clay court final is disgraceful at all. Of course I know what you mean. Of course I know what you mean. Of course, the remontada being the famous Barcelona comeback in which they won 6-1 versus PSG from a 4-0 deficit. It's called the remontada. Liverpool are in an interesting position, similar, not quite the same. We're 5-2 down on aggregate to Real Madrid, going to the Bernabeu, attempting to get something. It's not going to be simple. Double fault again from NORRIE. Back-to-back games in which he has double faulted. Backhand. Better. Oh, good stuff from TIAFOE. Just has the ball on a string right now. Little banana shot there. Kept it in, kept it deep. NORRIE just always has to play another ball, which is what you say about NORRIE to his opponents normally. But TIAFOE really is playing well right now. Going to take something special from Cameron NORRIE to mount a comeback. Forehand of NORRIE, forehand of TIAFOE. Forehand of NORRIE, backhand TIAFOE. He comes in again. Puts more pressure on NORRIE, which NORRIE just can't handle. That approach shot was so deep. TIAFOE played it like he meant it to be back edge of the baseline. 2 more break points for TIAFOE. Can he get a break up for a second time in the second set? He's won 2 out of 3 break points. Frances TIAFOE. Can he make it 3 out of 4? I'm not sure if it counts this one. Forehands. Oh, what a backhand from TIAFOE. That was NORRIE-esque, the way he just kind of clambered over to that backhand, put it into the open court. Flat and beautiful there from Frances TIAFOE. Into the open court, he slams the backhand, and it is another breaker serve. Again, the way of Frances TIAFOE. He goes 3-2 up in the second set. Not been Cameron NORRIE's day yet. Hasn't quite found what he needs. But you cannot deny how well Frances TIAFOE is playing. Ever since pretty much 3-0 first set, he has upped his game massively. Please hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. Support QualityShot. TIAFOE is playing with confidence, and he's not had an impressive win in the tournament yet. Really, TIAFOE, but he's still winning pretty impressively. Straight sets. The opponents may not be there, but doesn't matter if you're playing your game. Iga's shown that over the last year. She can play people outside the top 50, just straight set them, swat them away. And when she comes up against a quality opponent, she still has her A game. That's what TIAFOE's shown here. Been very, very impressive. 2-2 over Giron, 3-2 over Kubler, 4-4 over Tabio. Would love to make it potentially 4-4 over NORRIE if he continues holding serve. 3 more holds. He has done it. Through to his maiden semi-final at Masters. But we all know it's not that easy. We all know it's not that easy. We got Nihar in the chat. Long time no see. How you doing, mate? I'm good. I'm good. NORRIE been having a good year. He needs to find a rabbit out of the hat right here. In quite a bit of trouble. Setting a breakdown in this quarterfinal match. Quite a bit of trouble. First serve into the net from TIAFOE. Can NORRIE potentially get a break back immediately for a second time in this set? That's not a good return. Serve out wide. NORRIE did not get a strong racket to it. Didn't control the ball. Puts it long for a 15-0. And the odds are changing in Frances Tiafoe's favor with every point. The edge is closer. That first serve is long, 135 miles an hour. Second serve, the backhand of Norrie into the middle. Not even the middle, the bottom of the net from Cameron Norrie there. And Wayne Ferreira likes that one. But that is not Cameron Norrie-esque. That's pretty subpar, that return. With this game, you don't expect him to make many winners or unforced errors, but making way too many errors right now. Crowd getting a bit giggly at the wrong time. Here we go, 30-15 though. Another first serve into the net. Now, this is the time where Norrie needs to get a deep return in. Put the pressure on. Potentially win the point. That's better. Backhand. That's good. Exactly what he needed to do there. 2 penetrative backhands in either corner. And he's got him right back into it. Put Tiafoe on the defensive. Gave him another short ball to work with, which he put that backhand into the corner. That was good. Yeah, Fritz is in the tournament. He is. He plays Yannick Sinner. I think tomorrow, not today, not in this day of action. Tiafoe is really not happy with the umpire. The umpire says it was the machine. I think it was called a let. Was not happy. Was not happy. 30 all here though. Cameron Norrie. Love to get an immediate break back. Another first serve missed. Another one. And Cameron Norrie goes all out on that return. Pushes it long though. He pushes it long. And Frances Tiafoe. This would be a big hold. This would be a big, big hold. To put him 2 games away from a maiden Masters semi-final. Another first serve miss. Isn't finding his serve. There's spots right now. Has to rely on the second. Backhand from Norrie. Forehand of Tiafoe to the forehand of Norrie. And Tiafoe's on the ground. He's won the point though. Norrie just not finding his game right now. Tiafoe opens up a 2-game gap. 2-game chasm if you're Cameron Norrie. I think Tiafoe was busy focusing, looking at the ball. Maybe lost his balance of his feet, but I think he's okay. I think he is okay. So Fritz Sinner will be a good match. That will be a very, very good match when that happens. So Cameron Norrie, 2 games away from being out in the quarterfinals, back-to-back years. Serving at 2-4. It's a must-hold service game. Must-hold service game. Let first serve is called for Cam Norrie. Hour and 22 minutes into this match. Needs something. Needs some inspiration. Good serve. Forehand is not good though. That is not good. Did not find the middle of the strings there. Puts it wide into the tram lines. It is love 15. This is the first serve. Norrie, you gotta get these first serves in at this point. It's a must-hold game. You gotta show Tiafoe you're still in it, and that is not acceptable. A double fault. Love 15 down, 2-4 down, and a set down. And he could potentially be digging his own grave here. Second serve points won the second set. 13% for Norrie to Tiafoe's 60%. 13% to 60%. A 47% gap. That is Really not acceptable from Norrie's perspective. Another first serve missed. Oh no. Seconds in. Backhand of the forehand TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie. Backhand TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. Forehand of TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. Forehand TIAFOE. Backhand of Norrie. Surely he's a winner, it is. 15-30. A much needed point. Needs to find something here in this game. Keep himself alive. Keep himself kicking in this quarterfinal. Alexander Lawrence saying Norrie is done. We'll see. That backhand finds its way in. Forehand is long though. Snatching at it. Finds himself 2 break points down for a double break for Frances Tiafoe. That would be a kick in the teeth, wouldn't it? That would be brutal. And could give Norrie some of his own medicine here. Norrie won 6-2, 6-4 against Rublev yesterday. 6-4, 6-2 win. Would I don't think Rublev's vindictive, but I think he would be happy Norrie didn't win the tournament. If he does get broken here. Good ace there to save one of the break points though. That's another first serve missed. Awful win percentage on the second serve in this set. Needs one here. Weird return from Tiafoe. Backhand goes wide. Huge reaction from Norrie as he saves the second break point. Needs to find something here. He's got it back to deuce. Can he potentially get the hold of serve and get in to the changeover? Just one breakdown instead of 2. Backhand Tiafoe, forehand of Norrie. Into the net. Really subpar third ball there from Norrie. Just not even any flight on it. And he gifts Tiafoe a third chance. A third bite of the cherry. To get a double break in the second set. Serves off the net and long. A second serve. Needs another second serve to save him. Gets it in. Forehand Tiafoe. Forehand of Norrie. It's good. Great winner there from Norrie. Very courageous to come up with a forehand like that. Break point down. It's essentially match point down. The double break at this point, I think. First serve into the net at deuce. Even when he gets to deuce, he's not finding like a free serving arm, is he? Backhand slice from Tiafoe. Norrie comes in. Backhand pass from Frances Tiafoe. He threads the needle. Made it awkward there for Norrie, the net, with some tricky slice action, bringing him in. Norrie's slice didn't have quite the same venom. Breakpoint number 4 in this game for Frances Tiafoe. Forehand down the line winner for Cameron Norrie. Saves another breakpoint. 5.5-minute game. It's a must-win game for Cameron Norrie. For sure he can win this. Backhand. He's missed it long. Another one on top of the net. He's missed. Another one. Just misses that first serve. Backhand slice is wide from Cameron Norrie. And there is the double break. Francis Tiafoe. He leads 5-2 in the second set. And he will serve for this match, for this quarterfinal, to get through to a maiden Masters semifinal in just a few minutes. Disappointing from Norrie's perspective. He saved all those break points. Just couldn't get through the game once he saved them. Got to deuce quite a few times. And fortunately for him, he still gets broken. He still gets broken. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too upset. It's been a good year for Norrie. Francis Tiafoe, he seems like a nice guy, and Norrie will have more chances for sure. A quarterfinal is nothing to be sniffed at. Nothing to be sniffed at. Finish him, Tiafoe. Yeah, the US Open was not a pretty sight, was it, Matthew? That 6-4, 6-4, 6-4, simple, just looked like just Rublev. It looked like he was just going to win from the start. I don't know how to describe it, that fourth round. Great drop shot from Norrie. Where's that been all day? Where has that been? He's not used the drop shot and the variety as much as he normally does. Normally the slice is a more vital part to his game. Good return from Norrie. Who knows? Maybe he could get a break back here. He's at the net. Good volley. Good volley. Here we go. Here we go. Haven't seen this kind of beatdown since the Battle of Yorktown. I don't know. It's probably like 1770s reference or something. But I respect it, Ghost. These I don't know how you come up with these things, but it's in. Great stuff from Norrie. Yeah, I think he's just freed up his game, being a double breakdown, and he's taking a love 40 lead in this set. In this game, sorry. Gary's saying, wow, Francis, guess we can say the same thing about him said about Norrie earlier. Indomitable. Good stuff from TIAFOE there. Short ball, just putting it into some history class ones. Yeah, good stuff from TIAFOE, just putting that ball away, that forehand into the open court. Still another couple break points to save, though. There's an ace. Saves the second. It would be brutal for Norrie if he couldn't even get one break back here, especially being love 40 up in this game. But we'll see. Breakpoint number 3. Backhand from Norrie. Gets it in the air. It's in. Forehand from Norrie. Forehand pass from TIAFOE. Another forehand pass. Clips the net. Oh my gosh. Now that is super cruel. That is just not even funny. Francis TIAFOE hits the net and lobs Cameron Norrie. Cameron Norrie completely has the point, and Norrie doesn't even look at it. I mean, he's just infuriated with that one. I mean, that's brutal. That is brutal. So here we go, deuce. 3 break points saved. First serve into the net, though, from TIAFOE. He's 2 points away from a maiden Masters semi-final. Backhand from Norrie. Forehand of TIAFOE. Forehand of Norrie. Oh, wow. What a forehand winner down the line there from Cameron Norrie. As I said before, his game being freed up by the fact he's in a pretty perilous situation right now. Double breakdown and a set down. First serve not in from TIAFOE. So fourth bite of the cherry for Norrie in this game. Can he get one break back? Double faults from TIAFOE. So Norrie reduces the deficit, gets one of the breaks back. TIAFOE, sure he'll be a little bit annoyed at that, but he knows that he'll definitely have more chances to win this match. Forehand in. Forehand from Norrie to the backhand TIAFOE. Into the nets. On the approach shot. 15 love Norrie. Who knows? Who knows? Anything can happen in this sport. Anything can happen in this sport. Sorry for that. It's Facebook Messenger. Good serve. Good serve from Cameron Norrie. So it wasn't even a 1770s reference. I was close. Good serving from Norrie. Goes 40 love up. TIFOE's toying with him. TIFOE and Alcaraz in the final, says Alexander Lawrence. That'd be an interesting final. Oh, what a serve from Norrie, who makes it sure that he will not lose by 6-3. He'll have at least 4 games in the set. And Frances Tiafoe, in a few minutes, will serve at 5-4 for a second time to try and serve out the match. Here we go. So, some good stuff from Norrie. After getting broken to go double breakdown, just kind of turned it on in that next game. Finding depth, finding ease with his shots again as he is under no pressure. Then if the hold of serve, pretty easy hold of serve there. I don't think he even dropped a point. So Frances Tiafoe just one game away, but Norrie has made it respectable in the second set, that's for sure. Was it I don't really know if it was a beatdown though, Ghost. Was it I know we beat them. Robert the Bruce. We beat England. I guess it is pretty we definitely had way less casualties. Forehand of Tiafoe to the forehand of Norrie, keeps it in. Forehand of Tiafoe. And that's in. I'm surprised that was in. Tiafoe found a line from nowhere. He found a line from, I mean, that was like an emergency. That was just, yeah, perfect for Tiafoe there. So a couple lucky things. That landing on the line there. Another one. Bruce. Forehand Tiafoe to the backhand of Norrie on the run. Forehand Tiafoe. Forehand of Norrie. Forehand Tiafoe down the middle of the backhand of Norrie. He puts it wide. Tiafoe 2 points away now. from a straight set 6-4, 6-4 win. Tommy Haas in the crowd. Obviously, I think he's the tournament director, isn't he? I know Larry Ellison, the billionaire guy, is like he's connected to the tournament in some way, but I think Tommy Haas is the guy. And there it is, an ace sealed for TIAFOE. 3 match points for the American to get to his maiden Masters semi-final. The wind is blowing in his shirt. Puts the first serve into the net. First serve into the net. Forehand, the backhand of TIAFOE. Forehand of NORRIE. Forehand TIAFOE. Forehand of NORRIE. It is long. TIAFOE roars. He's been keeping it pretty contained all match. But that's what it means to him. That's what a maiden Masters semi-final means to him. And that's a good handshake of the net. You can tell they both really respect each other. And TIAFOE is pumped. Hour and 40 minutes into the match. He gets it done. He is through to his maiden Masters semi-final in Indian Wells. The semi-finals where he will play either Daniil Medvedev or Davidovich Fokina. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, what a performance there from TIAFOE. He turned it on from 3-all. He saw something was a little bit off with Cam Norrie. He exploited it. He didn't miss many balls after that. And bar one maybe loose game serving out, which you can understand. Bit of pressure serving out for your first Masters semi-final. He was pretty flawless in the match. Hour and 25 minutes match time, but obviously the rain makes that hour and 40. Just pretty simple work for Frances Tiafoe. Makes light work of Norrie, who's been in incredible form all year. 3 finals, that title in Rio, final in Buenos Aires. Norrie's not done a lot wrong all year. And Tiafoe's just taking him out. Just completely taking him out. No trouble. No tie breaks. Not even past 10 games. Just boom, boom, boom. And that's Tiafoe's game. Just a lot of firepower. And he outdoes the man who can rally forever. So good win for Frances Tiafoe. And I think he's going to be a threat for whoever plays him. Even if it's Medvedev. Medvedev's not been playing incredibly well. That's for sure. He does not like the courts. He does not like these slow Indian Wells courts. I don't think he's made a semi-final here before, Medvedev, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe once. He's not really for these courts, I don't think. So Tiafoe, he'll be eyeing this up. He'll be eyeing this up as a potential chance. I don't think he's got a title above 250 level, Francis. This could be his time. This could be his time. He might even play Davidovich Fokina in the semi-final. Could be, I mean, that could be worse for him. I'm not going to talk about the hypotheticals, but Frances Tiafoe will be on top of the world right now. Huge win for him. Gets through to the semi-finals in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4. He takes out one of the men of the moment, really. Norrie, who's been in the last 3 tournaments he's played outside of the Australian Open, he's made the final. So to take him out as easy as that is very, very impressive. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me on my first stream here on QualityShot. I'm filling in a few, and Tiafoe gets it done. 6-4, 6-4. See you guys soon.
All I want